Fellow champs, there are basically two different types of motivation. First, short-term motivation, and second, long-term motivation. Let's focus on the first one, that is the short-term motivation. The short-term motivation is generated because of the external sources. And what I mean by external sources is the content that you take from YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Snapchat, podcast, wherever you're getting the inspiring contents, okay? And you're getting energized, you feel that you're getting motivated, and that motivation just lasts for a couple of hours. That is because of your short-term motivation, and you're focusing on the short-term motivation from an external perspective. You're getting these motivation from the external sources. Now, I like to look at motivation from a very different perspective, okay? Let me give you an analogy over here. Have you ever consumed a cup of coffee along with sugar? Okay, we are not going to get too much into science, okay, but let me give you a little bit of description over here. What happens when you consume a cup of coffee along with sugar? You have an instant boost in your energy, right? And how long does that energy stay? How long does that high motivation vibe or you're in a very good mood vibe, how long does that last? 1 hour, 2 hours, 4 hours max? And I can say this 4 hours with confidence because I'm a caffeine lover and I know what caffeine does to your mind, to your emotions, and how it boosts your emotions and your energy. But this is for a very short period of time. That exactly what short-term motivation does for you. When you consume the content from the external sources, you are going to have motivation for a very short duration of time. So what is the solution for this? The solution for this is that you start focusing on a long-term motivation. Now, what is long-term motivation? Long-term motivation is the motivation that is being generated from the internal source. This is personal to you, okay? This motivation comes from an inner drive, from an inner desire, and you have a whole different reason why you are doing what you are doing. That is why you will see most of the motivational speakers or the people who have reached at the highest level in their field, they always say, know your why. What I mean by this is, whatever goals, whatever targets that you have set in your life, why are you doing them? Why are you doing what you are doing? Know your why, and that is going to be the answer to your long-term motivation. Now, the reason long-term motivation is important is because suppose you have set a goal or a target, right? It is going to take months together and years together of struggle and sacrifices in order to achieve that goal. But throughout that period, those months together, years together, you are going to experience hardship, and there are going to be extreme level of hardships where you might even feel like giving up. That is where your long-term motivation is going to come in play. Your long-term motivation is going to be like a reminder for you that this is why you are doing this. This is why you have set this target. This is why you want to win. And this is the reason you're not supposed to give up and continue your journey. That is the reason long-term motivation is important. Now, the million-dollar question over here is that should I go for a short-term motivation? Should I go for long-term motivation? Or what is the conclusion of this entire video? Let me just give a very simple solution to this is that use both long-term as well as short-term. Why? Is because long-term is going to help you sustain and not give up. It's going to be a constant reminder, and more importantly, you will be aware, you will know why you are doing what you are doing. And when your long-term motivation is being backed by a short-term motivation, you will be able to achieve results at a much faster pace. If you found this video helpful, please do not forget to like, share, and also comment below down there. I would love to know your thoughts. Thank you so much. Take care until then. Bye-bye, and more powers to you.